I am trying to get used to this. This is my first time doing live stream right here on YouTube. And so it's just my first personal live stream. So I'm hoping you can hear me well. Checking out all the controls and everything and just making sure that we're good. So let me pull some stuff up so that I can interact with the chat. So if you want to, go ahead and just give me a shout if you are here. So I think I can pull this up here. All right. Now let me make sure that I got stuff muted so we don't hear anything. All right. Anybody else on? Sweet. All right, guys. Hey, welcome again to my first live YouTube live. I'm just getting things here, trying to get adjusted. You know, it's my first time, so just trying to get used to it. And I'm just thankful that you're here and checking this out. And this will be recorded and posted on my channel, and so you'll be able to see this, I guess, forever, as long as I keep it up. So I'm going to be going back and forth here on my computer screen and looking here on camera. So forgive me for not looking at you the entire time. Just trying to get used to this and see everyone say, hey, how you doing? So my wife is on for sure. So that's awesome. Got family support there. And so, guys, this show, this particular episode wanted to go live because of what I'm talking about. And so I'm going to be talking about, you know, using creative ways to start a church or to start a small group, and to definitely be able to grow your church and to grow your small group. And there's just a lot that you can get from what I'm going to share today. And I just hope that it just creates, gives you some creative ideas, and that you can also go out and come up with better ideas. And so I want to interact. And so if you want to leave something in the chat here, definitely do that as we go along. And also come back and leave comments with the video once the video is posted. And just share inside the community if you've got some other ideas, better ideas, or whatever. I'm only going to just share a few. And I'm not going to be here long. Just wanted to kind of do this and play around and experiment with it, and just let you know some of the ideas that I have. So first of all, let me just make sure that everything is good. So for those of you who are on right now, just let me know if the audio and picture is good for you. So I'll just wait and see. And if you got questions, I can type, or I'll just answer them here live. How does everything look, guys? Look good? Okay. So there might be a little bit of a delay. So I will answer any questions as soon as I can, if you post any questions. So I can see that there's some people on right now. Okay. So just getting into it, you probably already saw the description. You probably already saw some of the stuff that I posted on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter. But the main thing, the main app that I'm going to be talking about today is the Youversion app. And I think you may know that as the Bible app. But Youversion, they put out, the Bible app was the very first one that they put out, and it's several different languages. I think it's 1,000 some different languages. Don't quote me on that. I didn't do the research for that particular stat. But they have several different languages and a lot of translations that you can use. It's the app right here on your phone, and so you're able to take that app. And I just see someone actually just is responding on my phone, trying to reach me. So this is so cool. Everybody's trying to reach out to me. I actually know someone that works at Life Church, and so he's just saying, hey, I used to know him in the ministry back in Wilmington, North Carolina. And so, so anyway, Hey, Davey, if you're watching, I hope you catch this later. If you're not watching right now, I can't read all that. I'm getting a lot of people actually interacting here on phone. But hey, the app is with you wherever you go. The cool thing is Youversion also has a children's app. They also have now the Bible Lens. And the reason I share all of that, because that is very important for how you're going to use this app and how you're going to interact with your church and how you're going to interact with others. And so the main thing is that app is already so powerful. It is a social platform, and yet it's also the Bible wherever you go. And you can be as private as you want in it, or you can be as public as you want in it, invite others in. And so that's one of the key things with this app, is that you want to be able to take this and interact with people, first of all, one-on-one, in person. And you may know someone that's far away. You may want to give them a call. You may want to send them an email, contact them. But there's ways that you can interact with people on a spiritual level with this app. And you can go into the Bible and just dig deep together, have discussions, and even those who do not know the Bible well, this is an app that you can use to take them on a journey. And so you want to be able to come up with a good strategy. And, you can come up with your own strategy. We can talk about strategy here in a little bit of what you need to do to be able to do that. But is definitely by using just the plans that are on Youversion, you're able to create groups within that plan. And so you can take several people, I think up to 150 people. As long as they've got the link, you can put them into a Bible plan. And so that is just so awesome, the things that you're going to do. I'm going to go in a little bit more with that here in a moment. But first of all, I just want to say that I am not if got any kind of affiliation with Youversion. It's just I love the app. I use the app, and I think a lot of people do. I think it's very common now. There are other Bible apps, but it's very common now when you're sitting in church to tell people to either open up their Bible or turn on their Bible. And a majority of the people that are going to turn on the Bible know or have Youversion, and they're going to be using that. And so it's just such a great tool of how they've also incorporated the social aspect of it. And that is what I'm just so interested about. And I just want to share that with others. I know that a lot of you are probably already using this, but some aren't. And I just, hopefully just want to just get the creative juices flowing and get your mind thinking about what to do to be able to grow your church, to be able to start a church, because you could definitely do this and start inside your home. You have your neighbors, you can bring them into your house, or they can be in the comfort of their own home, and you can be sharing a Bible plan. And you can be going through the Bible together, going through devotions together, or whatever you choose. And you could be writing notes throughout the day or throughout the week, and they can be looking at that. So there's a lot of features. And I know that you probably already know. I'm going to assume that you know already a lot about this. But if you go into the Bible app and you hit that check mark, and you go and click on a particular plan, and you can create that or make that a group. And as soon as you add a plan, it'll ask, do you want to share with friends or whatever? And that's the great opportunity for you to start. And so I actually created one for this live stream. And I'm not going to start it until, it's not going to start until next week, because you can also tell it when to start. And so I'm not going to start it until next week. And so everyone that watches this all week can kind of get on and get on the app here. But I have that in the description below, so you can click on that link, and this will be kind of an experiment. And so you can get on there and see who else was on the live stream, hopefully if they want to join. And I went with the 1 Year Chronological Bible, because this is not got a devotion or anything. It's strictly the Bible chronologically, and we can just go through each day and talk about that. And so the reason I bring that up, because as you see, you'll go through here and there's many days. So let's say if we start next Monday and someone comes in next Wednesday, they're going to start on Wednesday. They can't restart the whole thing over and mess everyone up, if you will. But they personally can go back, and you can go back as many days as you want. And in there, you're going to also have a little tab as you read through the Bible. It's going to check off each one of these things, and it's going to be talk it over. And that's where the interaction is going to happen. And that's where you're going to be able to talk to the people that you've made connections with, whether you're meeting in your home as a small group, or you're trying to start a church. You're just trying to invite people into your home and build and grow from there. You're trying to grow your church. Like I said, you can get up to 150 people. You can do multiple plans and spread this out. But remember that you're going to be the host if you're the one doing that, or you can have someone else host it and just come up with a strategy where several of you are doing this. And so in there, that's where you're going to take notes and have interaction and talk back and forth. So let me see. So I'm just making sure I had some people just hitting me up here. But you go into the talk it over, and that is where you're able to actually interact inside the Bible. And so I'm going to get back to it. And it's also it's going to have right down below there. You're going to see the circles of everyone's little icon or whatever, and have little check marks, and you can see if they've read it or not, and you can hold them accountable, or you can just encourage them. Hey, I know you missed yesterday, so make sure that you catch up today, or whatever. And but it's just a great way to interact with others. And so this particular app, it's always with you, and you've got the Bible always with you, and it's just a creative way to share the Word of God with others, and definitely in a small group type setting, and up to a large group type setting. If you've got a small church, again, 150 people, you can really push this one Sunday. And if you're talking about a particular thing, a particular book in the Bible, or whatever, you can try to find something that connects with that, and you can interact in that way. Now, you can also do that on other platforms or whatever, but this is just really awesome because just the way it's designed, it incorporates the Bible, and you're able to go through there and also see others' notes. Now, you do not have to use the particular plans themselves. People can just become friends with you, and it can interact and see your notes that you make public. You can make them private or public, and just so many things that you can do within that. And so I get a lot of people that just like the things that I highlight, or maybe the bookmarks that I have. I chose to make those public when you join. The link down below in the description. If you join me, you can become friends with me. You can look for me as Travis Currin if you don't want to join the actual plan. And but I should be on there. You just look for the bald guy. And but yeah, we'll be able to look at each other's bookmarks and stuff that you choose to make public. And you may have other plans, and you're just saying, hey, I just finished this one plan, I liked it. Or someone maybe, I've got a lot of friends that they go through plans, and I'm just interested in what they're going through. And so I'll add that plan. And they've got short and long version plans. So definitely something that you can utilize to have a strong, growing church. And so that's the main thing. No matter what you're doing, whether you're planting or you're starting a small group for the first time, you want to be growing, and this is how you're going to grow. You want to be discipling, and this is a great tool, and especially in our modern age, to disciple someone. And so if I could be sitting in a coffee shop and I run into someone that I create a conversation with, and we get into a spiritual conversation, this is a great place to lead them right off the bat, because a lot of people like the social platforms, and they get it, and they'll instantly be able to add it right there. You're basically sharing the Bible, sharing the gospel in a creative way, and you're saying, hey man, just go ahead and add this app, and we'll be able to be socially connected. However you want to say that. I don't think you want to say, hey, we'll be socially connected, but you just want to just have a creative way an authentic way to connect with people. And so you can do that right anywhere. And so you can bring people, as you're bringing people into your home or bringing people into your church, you can have this. And so it doesn't have to be, again, just the plans, but you can have something for your church and to be able to utilize this. And so, again, I'm not getting any kind of credit or anything from Youversion. I just love the platform. We all talk about Facebook. We all talk about Instagram, and everybody's on that. So that's how I look at Youversion, and I'm just passionate about it and think that you can use it as a great tool. So I have some other things that I wanted to talk about. I kind of just went off the cuff there and just shared. But again, this is a free app. And they do have the kids version, so you can definitely have something for kids, and you can really address families. Me and my wife have done this, and so you can definitely do couples. A very creative thing you could do is even, let's say me and my wife had one, and we have another couple or another few couples that we can have in there. You can use this as part of an extension of your premarital counseling, because you can see them reading the Bible. Like, hey, I want you to just check this out. I think like 5 love languages is on there, and some others. So there's definitely some great resources that you can use right there. And if they're not, Life Church is really cool. Youversion is really cool to be able to contact, and they'll really help you out with getting you the right one, or they'll let you know if there's something else in the lineup that's coming in. So definitely creative ways just to hit the entire family, to hit the entire congregation of your church. So I just want to check, see if anybody's got anything here. Can you be a part of the plan if you don't have a smartphone? Yes, you can. Very great question. And can I do it on my computer, for example? Okay. So yeah, you can do it on your computer. You can also do this on your iPad, tablet, whatever you may have. So it has to be some kind of device of that manner. But that is very, very key. It's not just a mobile app. I know that I've really pushed the app version of it, and you can have that on your tablet, on your phone, and yes, on your computer. I think it's I had that and I forgot it, but I think it's Bible.com. Let me kind of confirm that really quick for you. And so I'm just going to just type that in. And so I don't have my screen share on. So there is Youversion.com. So you can check out Youversion.com. And yes, it is. It's Bible.com. And what that does is it'll be able to connect you. And matter of fact, I'm already signed in. But yeah, it's a great way to go in. I think there's more features though when using the app, whether it's on the tablet or on the phone. They kind of interact a little bit differently. I think there's some features there may not be online, but I know that you can do the plans and stuff. So that's the key thing there, and you can still see other people's stuff. But I don't use the online platform a lot, so definitely that's something you want to leave in the comments if you do, and just let us know how that works as an online platform on your computer and how people can interact and stuff. So yeah, that was a great question. Thank you so much. And let's see what else. So I've already talked about it's always with you, and it's just where people are. That's just what you're seeing, especially with the younger generation. They're not necessarily, and I don't mean this in any kind of bad way or wrong way or anything like that, but they're not opening their Bibles, they're opening their apps. I had a friend say that to me, and he's right. That is what they're doing. They're opening their apps. And it's just it's a new type of piece of paper. So it's the new printing press, because we definitely are in a communication shift, huge communication shift right now with the social network and everything else since the printing press. And so this is a time to jump on that and start utilizing this stuff. And so there's definitely other apps, and there are not just apps, there's other platforms and things that I want to talk about that we can interact with and really get creative to grow our church, to grow small groups, to start churches. And so I want to talk about those things, but today I just want to talk about Youversion, and there is a lot that's out there. So yeah, they do have the notes, they do have the highlights that you can do. You can actually highlight in your Bible, and it's always there, and you can do it in different translations, so that's kind of cool. But do remember that if you highlight in NIV, that highlight doesn't show up in ESV or another translation. So you have to highlight that one separately. But you can always go and look at your highlights, and it will let you know what translation you highlighted in. So that is just really cool. And you can see what others did if they made it public. So yeah, and the Bible Lens app that's in there, it's now intertwined. For me, it has been, because I guess I also have the Bible Lens. So it's intertwined. And so I see, as I'm reading the Bible, I'll open it up every day, and I see like pictures of my kids, and then there's like a scripture verse that's around that. That is so encouraging, that you take the picture of someone, you know, in your group or in your church, and say, hey, you know, I'm thinking of you today, and it has a Bible verse around them, and send that to them, or keep that in some kind of, however way you want to keep that. There's something really cool and deep there that I'm kind of excited to see what's going to be happening in the future with these apps and how they interact overall. So yeah, I think I've pretty much hit on everything. Just a high view of everything. Oh, I did want to say this. So I told you how to use it. So if you go into, you know, you're on your home screen, and you go into the check, you got plans. If you want to add, you know, find a plan, add a plan, or if you've already got the plan and we're already in there, you can go in there. You can see who's on there. So I clicked on who's in there right now. It's me and my wife are in there. So anybody else wants to join, the link is down below that you can share with someone. So even if, and I think this is how this works, and so this is one of the things I want to do, I want to experiment with this, is that you can take that link, and like I've got it down in my description, you can click on that link, join the plan, and you become friends and all of it that way. If not, if you don't want to join the plan, you just have to look for me and add me in that manner, and I can share it with you later. But you can definitely send this out, and it says anyone with a link can join. So you're up to 150. And so that's really good to know. But also be mindful of your notifications. If you have 40 plus or 150 people in your group, you may not want to be getting pinged every single moment that someone's saying something. You just want to come back in later and check that particular note out. And remember, you hit it right there with talk it over, and you can review them later. But if you want that interaction, you want that live interaction, definitely keep your notifications on. But don't forget to check out your notifications. Don't get frustrated. Just manage it the way you need to manage it, and it'll be okay. It's all right there with the 3 dots, and you're able to go into your settings and everything. You can also do the calendar if you need to go back and see what you've missed, and if you want to get ahead. So awesome. So interactive, and it's only going to get better. So this is the time to get on it now and start doing and working out these strategies and being creative and see what new happens and then what new things you can do. So I would love to take questions if anyone would like to. Is it available for offline use? It is available offline. So you can download different Bibles to your phone, and you'll be able to use it. If you have not downloaded, it is hard to do, but you can do it on, you know, definitely your phone network and stuff like that. So just using your data or Wi-Fi, but you got to make sure that you download. So the plans are not necessarily usable to a point. I think I've not had that issue. I think you can see old stuff. I don't know if you can go forward or if it downloads the whole plan. It may download the whole plan. So um, that's a very good point. But definitely you got to have the Bible downloaded, whichever translation that you go with. But it's awesome because you get on here and you can see all that people are doing. I'm going to go into a group right now. I don't want to show this group. It's a private group, but I'm going to go in and just see what I can do. I can click on the participants and see everyone that's in there. You won't see the check marks, but you'll see the check marks when you have the little bubbles, and they'll be down there. And that's where you'll see little watermark check marks, like very faint. And then it just goes through, and each square is just like a day of the calendar. But that's more of the plan. I know I've really kind of focused on the plans today. But there's so much. I've got friends here. I'm looking to see what they highlighted. They'll share pictures. Some people share notes, and then I can go into their notes and check that out. So it was really cool. I actually used this in seminary, and some of the students, we got to share each other's notes and look at each other's notes and just go a little bit deeper. It wasn't anything that the professors told us to do, but it was something that we did, and it was just really fun. So you can definitely go really deep with the Word, and that's just a really great way to do that. So yeah, I think that is pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. I'm going to just look at my notes really quick, and but yeah, it's a creative way for you to be able to connect with others, and small group, church plant, existing church, revitalizing a church, and you may be like, you know what, such and such, my dad or whatever is never going to do this. You'll be surprised. You will be surprised. I'm shocked every day of who is becoming more and more tech savvy, and it's very user friendly. And what that can do, that can actually create a deeper relationship with someone that may not know the technology well. And so there's always going to be the one-on-one, the in the flesh, the personal that we've got to have inside the church. And so we don't want to use this to hide behind. We want to use this as an extension, or for us to another way to be able to interact with others within our church or in our community. So this is definitely a great thing for you to be able to do that with. And so yeah, do we have any questions? Any more questions? Okay. I don't think so. I didn't want to go too long. So we're already about 27 minutes into this, and I may have actually started the live a little bit early. But hey, this was my first live stream, and it's going to be recorded, and so you're going to see this again. And so if you're here and you're watching this after the live stream, I'm going to do more live streams and more shows, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to do creative stuff like this, looking at creative ways to grow your church and to interact with your community and the people in your church, or the people in your neighborhood. So just stay connected. I'd love to have you back. Check out the description below, because in there, that's where I've got my actual Bible plan, and I would love for someone to just join this Bible plan. That's just another way for us to connect on the Youversion platform. And let's just go through the Bible together. You don't have to do it every single day. I'd love for you to. And then we can just kind of go deep and just experiment with this. And this will also be a way for you to experiment and test this out. And say, hey, yeah, let me try that with Travis first before I do this. And just have creative ways that you reach people and share this, and creative ways to do this, and just have a strategy. So make sure that you do that. And so we can talk about that in another show. I can actually come up with some strategies and stuff for you. But I just kind of wanted to talk about it, first of all, because there's a lot of people that are not using it in this manner. They'll use it one-on-one. They may use it in a small group type setting. But when you think about that perspective of that this is something that you can do to grow or to build, is really awesome. But remember, it's a Bible app. It is the Bible, and it is also a social platform, and that is a beautiful thing. Two things that we want to be able to do. So yeah, check out the description below. If this is your first time here and you've missed the live stream, welcome. Glad you're here. Leave a comment below if you've got some ideas of what you would want to do. If you've got questions, I will interact and answer those questions. And also, don't forget to subscribe. If you are here, subscribe, hit the bell so you're reminded of when I've got shows coming. And like this particular show, like this video, and that just helps me know, hey, I like this one. Make more like this, Travis, and leave comments because that is the most important thing. And make sure that you share with someone else. And guys, I thank you for coming. There's a lot that I could have shared. I don't want to go on forever. Don't want to keep rambling. And I'm going to share more. And I just wanted to kind of do something live, just to kind of get you thinking outside of the box, creative ways to grow your church and to build a church and a small group and other means. So hopefully that gave you some ideas. That's really all I wanted to do, was kind of interact and engage and do that. So guys, thank you for coming. Don't forget to come back and do all of that stuff down below. And we'll see you next time. And remember, you have to start somewhere. So start here and finish well.